We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Set hunt.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Giants are 3-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
21.
Garoppolo on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That one deep for Hodgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fielded at the 33. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, Hunt. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down now. It's Willis, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
White.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On play action, Prescott. Incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Prescott looks to throw on first. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Prescott down. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott, flush to his right. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He'll buy some time right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Flushed out right.
Well, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Throw caught there by Willis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Garoppolo.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Able to find Willis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to change the look here.
Garoppolo again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott now from the 50.
That is caught by Lamb.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 9. Play action now. Prescott. To the sideline and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Prescott off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
timeout. Now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. With it is Jackson. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Prescott on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Jackson to return. Shedding through the defense. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Wait.
Garoppolo on first down. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that's going to be incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go, here we go.
Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. It's Barkley on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go,
So
here we
the
go.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. Catch made by Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. From the red zone now, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Prescott now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Taking it about the 36. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down, Prescott again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here we go. Wait.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Willis, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half